always been an idol. And eventually in New York City, when we had this big band residency, somebody talked to him about it, and they're like, hey, I know Rubén Blades. I'm gonna be inviting him to your show, see if he comes. And obviously every month I just couldn't wait to see if he would show up. And many months went by and nothing. And all of a sudden, once I arrived to Zinc Bar where we played, I always arrived earlier to set up the stage and bring my instruments in. And right as I walked down he's on the bar, I see his hat. I recognize his
yes.
iconic hat on the bar, and I'm like, oh my God, Rubén Blades is here. What the hell? So I go introduce myself. Oh, maestro, we're so happy you're here. Like, oh yeah, I'm looking for the band leader. I'm like, oh, that's me. It's nice to meet you. He probably thought I was the assistant.
But it sounds like you kept your cool.
Oh yeah, I tried really hard to keep my cool, and honestly, that is actually what I think was very helpful, because he said, hey, I can only stay for a few songs. I got to run somewhere. I'm like, sure, of course. Let me know if you need anything. We can get you a drink, whatever, a table, and so the guys arrive, and I'm like, listen, we're changing the repertoire. We're playing the best songs, the best songs right away. The first 3 songs, in case he only listens to the first. So we did that, and after I got up the stage after the first set, I went up to him and said, again, thanks for being here. And he was very kind with his words. He's like, oh, this is great, I love it, etc. And during the first set, I also took the chance I dedicated a song to him, but without mentioning his name.
Good.
So, because obviously he wouldn't want everybody to jump, because it was dark. So not everybody knew that he was there. It was, kind of hidden. So I was able to just kind of do the dedication. And he's like, oh, thanks for not mentioning my name. And I think that was one of the good things that, you can imagine being so famous like that. You don't want people to go be all crazy and starstruck, although I was, but, you just try to keep your cool. And then eventually I invited him for lunch, and I asked him if he would be willing to be part. He was awesome. And after we recorded, I'm like, listen,